This is the Gibbs African Hunter Rifle. It's imported by Dixie Gun Works in Union City, Tennessee. It's made by Pedersoli in Italy. It's based on an 1840s British target rifle design, the Gibbs target rifle, but it's been massively upsized to a 72 caliber hunting rifle suitable for some African game. This is a muzzle loading rifle, uses a percussion lock, percussion cap system. The Gibbs rifle fires this massive 72 caliber round ball. I'm showing it here next to a 44 caliber ball just to give you some idea of the size. It's over 500 grains of lead. And it packs quite a wallop, but because it's a muzzle loader, it's soft lead and is not going to give you the same penetration, say, on an African elephant's head that a solid bullet would give you. The Gibbs African Hunter is a muzzle loader, but it does not come with a ramrod, and that's certainly going to pose a problem for you in getting it loaded. What I'm doing is I'm using a Brown Bess carbine musket ramrod, and I've had it fitted with a special tip so that I can clean and load rifles, and I'll kind of show you how that works. Brown Bess ramrods are threaded at the end to take some musket cleaning attachments. What I did is I took it down to a gunsmith and I had him make this brass fitting that is threaded on one end to screw over the end of the musket rod, and then it's threaded on the other end to accept 8x32 jags. This one that you can see here is for the 72 caliber Gibbs rifle, but it'll take any 8x32 jag, which allows me to use this as a pretty effective range rod. It's very rugged. It's great for loading, then it's great for cleaning. So since we've got the range rod ready, let's take this gun out to the range and smack some targets with it. Hi, I'm Mike Bellevue. I'm the black powder editor of Guns of the Old West, and today we're going to head a little farther east, maybe to East Africa. This is Dixie Gun Works Gibbs African Hunter. It's a 72 caliber muzzle loading weapon, very much in the style of the mid-19th century British sporting guns and target guns. It's actually based on a target gun concept. As you can see, there's no ramrod, so you'd have to have your gun bearer load it. I've got a British sporting rifle that was from an era about 20 years after this one would have been made, and the stock design is very similar, even though that one's a black powder cartridge rifle. So this is very much like the rifles that they would have used at the time. Now, we're going to be shooting a 72 caliber round ball out of this with 100 grains of powder. That's really about like a 12 gauge shotgun load. If you're going to go to Africa, that's not the load that I would recommend. I'd probably go up to 200 grains of powder, and then this would be good for any thin-skinned African game, large antelope, anything up to and including leopards and lions. We're going to be shooting elephants on paper today, but this would not be the gun I would want to use to shoot an elephant in Africa. A round ball simply wouldn't penetrate thick elephant skull that well. But for any other thin-skinned game, if you're heading off on safari, this will do the job for you. One feature I really liked on the Gibbs African Hunter was this Aperture rear sight. This was a great rear sight for hunting. It's very wide aperture, very fast to acquire, and if I can find one on the parts market, I think I'm going to have one mounted on my antique British sporting rifle. That's how much I like this.